10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and off we go. We will be starting off at, I guess we'll do the house. Why am I grabbing that? I'm at full health. 20 bucks, right out the gate. Yeah, I know the Game Grumps love to do Obama impressions. Especially ones that imply that he's, like, watching the show. But he doesn't know their names. Like, you know, Michelle, I really enjoy these guys. Arnold and Darren. I just don't know why this fella, he doesn't animate anymore. Alright, that's one guy killed. Let's do the tree pull and see what Tier 1 has for us. We did not get anything that I can use to fight down there. But this is a little money. I can't do anything with that. Okay, we're going to continue because I'm not that far away from going somewhere else. Yeah, I know that's one of the things that, like, the Grumps are always, like, saying that the fans complain about, is the fact that Aaron doesn't animate anymore. This is risky. I don't have a bomb. If I don't get a bomb from this, then I can't go to the desert to check Agina. Heart piece? Okay. Yeah, it's funny, I haven't even watched Game Grumps in, like, a long while, because they keep playing games I don't give a shit about. Arrows! Oh boy. Okay. Plan B. We're running out of here. This is a strategy that I see DDR Kirby utilize sometimes, and they are a much better racer than I. Stream Boo! Oh my god, they're early this week. Bomb! Bomb! Those bushes apparently have a 50-50 chance of containing a bomb. Now that I have them, I can proceed over to Kakariko. You know what? Let's check what's in the foot race first, before I run in there. 20 bucks. I don't care. I'm not going to do the foot race. Bonk! $20. I don't care. Yes, no is a 50-50 question. Kind of. It depends on what you're asking about, but yeah, kinda. Bombs! Alright. Kakariko, don't show off here. I don't have a bottle. What am I going in here for? I just don't think I have a bottle. No bottle. Alright. Immediately into the next room. The mirror! Oh, that's a big get. Oh, I do enjoy that. I can make ample use of that in the basement of Blind's house. I can get away from the chicken lady. $5. Worst rebate ever. $20. Now that I'm broke, I suddenly care about $20. More bombs. Well, I suppose that way I don't need to worry about buying them. 20 bucks. More bombs. 20 bucks. The fuck? What is this, the armory? Is Kakariko Village planning to, like, blow up Parliament or something? Is Guy Fawkes here somewhere? $50. $1. Heart container. Bombs. I'm immune to radiation. I'm Fawkes. 20 bucks. Alright, at this point, it's not... At this point, I can't do the, even the Houlihan room wouldn't give me enough money to go to Zora. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into the woods. That was a bad mistake. You know what? I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go up here. All business as usual. Get out of my face. I'm going to check the bonk rocks. Coming from this completely the opposite direction that I usually do. But maybe it's okay. A bottle. God damn, that would have been nice in Kakariko. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back. It's not going to be the only time I go to Kakariko. Hit with the munchies. Go get that food. Ooh, full magic. Dancing Pickles got the goods. But what does the bush crab have, I wonder? Just hurts. And he threw it directly through the tree. Alright, what's in here? 50 bucks. I didn't mean to go down the stairs. God, the bottle's even empty. That bird really wanted to hit me. 20 bucks. Alright, that's fine. Kind of backtracking a little, but that's okay. And I'll grab it, it's a full container. You know what? We do have that heart. Not heart. That bottle. Let's go see what we get from the sick kid. That would be nice. Hookshot off the sick kid. I would enjoy that. Sword would be good. Either one of those. The flute would be ridiculous. Let's find out. Sick kid, what are you hiding? Oh wow, okay. Flute would be ridiculous, I say, that's what I get. Alright. Let's go activate that, play it for the weather bird. While that's happening, I will have a drink. Because this is one of the drink spots. Okay, so we have 10 bombs. Respectable. I'm going to go check the desert real quick. I'm going to check Agina, see what he's got. Then we'll do the rest to South Shore. Here, $5 there. I don't need to worry about that. I had to step out for lunch earlier, because there were a few things I wanted to pick up at the store, and I didn't want to make 2 trips immediately after work. And while I was there, I picked up some chicken samosas for lunch. My gosh, they were good. Alright, that's not great. 5 go. Heart container, a quarter of a heart at least. Yeah, it's been a while since I had a samosa. I was like, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's do it. God. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do South Shore. We need to kill all of these dead rocks using only bombs. Or not dead rocks. I'm getting my enemies mixed up. We need to kill all of these mini mold orms. But they drop bombs. It's okay. I will grab that. Sweet! That was about as efficient as that could have gone, I think. Alright, heart piece. Green potion. 10 arrows. Red potion. 10 arrows. Alright, well, nothing too impressive there. I'm gonna go up the mountain for now. God, no, that's silly. I'm not gonna go up the mountain for... Oh, no! I was like, I should do that, because I don't have any way to actually deal with enemies over here. And I don't have enough money to actually go to Zora. And then I realized, wait a minute, I can't do anything there either. Crabs, stay away from me. At least this way I can do the water walking to get into Zora Cave. Bug net. Well, good news, I can officially fight Aghanim with that. The funny thing is, you can fight Aghanim with the bug net, but that's never going to be a thing you have to do. I have the mirror already. I am just gonna go straight into the water. Yeah, Aghanim cannot possibly be required to be fought using the bug net, because... Ooh, sword! Alright, well, we see that. You need to have a sword in order to gain access to the Aghanim room. There's a curtain you need to slash. Alright, we have an empty bottle. Bombs. Heart. Empty bottle gives us a bee. A good bee. I can't do Zora, but you know what I can do is I can see what's going on the Zora ledge. I can live for 20 years. 10 arrows. I don't need that. Okay. This is good news, Mark. You can be a bee. Don't! Okay. You know what? We're not dead. You know, I'm just gonna save and quit. I'm gonna save and quit. I'm gonna go to the sanctuary. I didn't grab this chest. Ether. Okay. The good news is I couldn't have possibly used that. Ether medallion requires a sword to even use. So that's fine. Okay, what I'm going to do, I am going to do the Houlihan room. One, 2, 3, and 4 just for good measure. That unlocks the camera, and that makes the game forget where we are. No. And we have 461 rupees now. And we wind up right over here at Link's house. From which I will run this way and see what's going on in the back of Sahasrah's closet. It's not technically the last place I can go, but there's 3 checks there, as opposed to on the mountain, where there's only 3 I can get access to? Ugh, Octorok, Octorok! Green Pendant and Tower of Hera. Oh no. One of the dungeons I can actually go into. 10 bombs. Heart piece. 10 arrows. Sahasrahla, why are you letting me down? Okay, this is a crystal. I can only get into a couple of dungeons here, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tank a hit, because what else can I do there? I'm going to check the first chest. You know what? I actually can check most of the chests in Eastern without a weapon. Ow. Like, I don't need to fight anything other than 2 skeletons up until I get to the last area. This is fine, actually. This is so stupid. But we're doing it. There's our big key. We are so close to Zora Flipper money. Okay. Oh, no worries. If more bots show up to advertise streamboo.com, we will just face tank them. I know I won't want to do the, Ooh, okay, glove. That's huge. It gives us access to the back of escape. Ow. There are 3 items total in this dungeon. That's one of them. Step on that, please. Okay. As per usual, we will kill the invisible skeletons. Grab this. Bombs. Okay, that's 2 items. I might be able to just peace out of here. Hammer can be bought. Hammer can be bought? Who sells an item? Oh, I know who sells an item. The bottle vendor, but it's not him, clearly. Alright, this is going to suck. Actually, no, this will be okay. The bee is my stand. He will let me know where I am. Bee is super useful. No, no, bee's gone. I was going to try to catch him again with the bug net. Ah, no! Okay, I died. Boy, I hope that last chest wasn't an item I could use. Because I'm not doing that again. We are instead going to fly. Flying is silly, actually. I'm going to save and quit. Go to the sanctuary that way. Almost went to delete file. Oh my god. That's the last thing I want to do. That's race suicide right there. Alright, we'll push this in here and we'll see what we get in the back of Escape. We do not have a lamp, so the rest of Eastern is technically not in logic. Well, a small key, the map. Alright, we got a grand total of 1 item out of the back of Escape. Which means there's still 5 more items in Hyrule Castle. And they're all in the front. Alright. So we'll be climbing up the mountain now. Due to a lack of other options. God, I wish I had that bee still. I'd be able to use it to find the old man. But with no sword... Ow. In order to keep track of where I am on the map, I'm, Well, see, the bee follows you. So, like, if you can see the position of the bee, as long as it's on top of you, you can keep track of where you are. You could also do it with a red cane block if I had that, but I don't have that. Oh, Moon Pearl. Well, that's handy. And in here we have 20 bucks. Okay, well, Moon Pearl is super useful. Let's go grab that. We are Bunny. Basically, the way that I keep track of where I am in the dark world, or in a dark room with my sword, is like hold the sword out, it charges, and the tip sparkles, right? I don't have... This is so stupid, but we're doing it. I shouldn't have done that. Small key. Okay. This is so silly. I'm using bombs for this. Cash is held by the Kakariko Village Elder. And that's a map. Alright. Nothing we can do up here. God, what am I supposed to do then? This is an absolutely bizarre start to a seed. Let me tell you. I'm like bereft of things I can do. I guess I'll go back over here and try to sequence break a little bit. Oh, you know what? I can catch another good bee. I'm gonna catch another good bee. Keep it in the bottle. Okay. I did get this, right? Yeah, of course I did. Alright, and in theory, this will work just fine. No crabs, no. We're gonna go visit the man under the bridge. I skipped him before. Seems like that might be the way to go now. I mean, it's not officially the way to go, but it's something I can do. What do you have for me, man? A shield. Alright, that's not really useful. You know what I could do? Like, I can take my newfound good bee. You know, I'm going to use the bee in Hyrule Castle. There's 5 more items at my disposal in Hyrule Castle. Let's see how this goes. Wait a minute. I just had an inkling of a thought. Before I commit to Hyrule Castle, did I check with Dead Uncle? I did check with Dead Uncle. Okay. Had to be sure. Give these guards a lot of room as I now enter Hyrule Castle. Armed with nothing more than a bee and a bottle and some bombs. It's silly, but the fact of the matter is I can recapture it at the when it's done clearing a room. So, I do have infinite bee technically. The good bee will not leave me, as long as I don't put it past a couple of rooms. Boomerang. This is so silly. Okay, but yeah, we have the boomerang now, so that's at least something. It'll let me stun enemies. It's kind of a weapon. Oh no! It's slash reload UI? Oh! When the game updated, did it unbind your camera zoom or something? Because I know that's... A lot of people got this stuff unbound, like, immediately, which was, I still gotta keep remembering to rebind my Z button to, sheath my weapons. Let me tell you, every time I want to put something away, and it's like, sorry, you can't do that without sitting down, I'm like, what the hell? You know what? I want to see what my stun prize is. Oh! Small magic. Okay. B, you're coming with me. And we're going to find out what's in the big chest here. After I throw this pot at the guard too. Give me that. A single arrow. Okay, well, we got the boomerang. Oh, good to know. We got the boomerang. This is so silly. I'm going to use the bee to rescue the old man. Okay, I have old man. B will keep me safe. B will not fight the bats in the dark at all. Whatever. $20. Oh my god. What is this seed? It's all boomerang. I'm gonna go do Tower of Hera now. With the boomerang. Or at least part of it. This is wild. It is a B seed. Yes. Please, health or fairy or something. I'm wounded. I don't have anything to properly defend myself with. Oh my gosh, you know what? Hammer can be bought means it's on Zora. There's our Dark World access, is Zora. I should be getting money. Well, I'm here already. Now, what do you have for me? Cash is held by the Kakariko Village Elder. You know what? No, I know I should be doing Zora instead of this. Why would I do Tower of Hera? There's 2 items in this place, and they both suck to get. So now I'm just gonna go get some money. Which I can do over here. In this room specifically. Fine, get out of the way, crab. See if I care. And there's $20. Okay. I will refill my health in this room here. And I'll also get my water walking so that I can go directly to Zora. Okay, water walking obtained. You... fucking crabs. Okay. Let's go get a hammer. My supposition is that the hammer is on Zora. Because I can't think of where else it could be. I don't pay anyone else for an item. Okay. There's progress. Hammer gets us somewhere. Hammer gets us into the back of Kakariko. That's where it gets us. There is one more item in Hyrule Castle, but with no light, I don't want to go get it. Also, we have a weapon now, so I could actually do Tower of Hera. I just have no reason to do it because it's a pendant dungeon. It's a pendant dungeon with only 2 items. Oh. I mean, it's a pendant... Okay, it's a pendant dungeon. The pendant that it awards is the green one. Come back here. Oh, I hate it. What a tease. I will take this, though. I can't even item dash yet. Yeah, the fact that I'm, like, dead broke right now means that I actually can't, like, play any of the games in Kakariko. So the money from Sahasrara wouldn't be bad. I'm just not going to get it because that would be such a bizarre departure for me to do. A whole dungeon for just some money. Instead, we will be going over here, I guess. Checking the C-shaped house. And if I don't get money here, I guess we'll check the distillery. Bombs, okay. We'll check the distillery next. I don't know, well, I think they call it that because it kind of looks like there's like, I don't know, a still over here. I don't know, like there's kegs and there's whatever the hell this thing is. 300 bucks, nice. Now I can play the games in town. Okay, what do we got? $1 and $20. Alright. Next we do the dig game. I know my stun prize is, it's just a little magic. I don't really... I know I said dig game next, but I have changed my mind. I'm allowed to do that. I want to scout out some things up here. I want to see what Bumper Ledge has. I want to see what Graveyard Ledge has. I want to check King's Tomb. Then I will flute back to Kakariko. Re-enter the Dark World. Yeah. Alright, this is a shield. Don't need that. Ow. Keep getting hit. Eventually I'll get a weapon. I mean, I have one, it's a hammer, it's not good. And this is the bow and arrow. Okay. That's a weapon, sure. I can do something with that. With that, I actually feel comfortable going back to Eastern Palace. Ten arrows. All right. You know, it's actually probably faster to just go back from here. I'll just go back from here. I don't need that bomb, that's fine. Ugh! I have so little health. I should do a Dark World check. Okay. There must be 2 pendants in the Light World. Alright. Just Ice Palace we don't do. Meaning it's perfectly in-game logic right now for me to be expected to go fight blind. I'm not going to do that. There's no way I'm going to do that. Not without exhausting my options over here first. I'm going to do the dig game, I'm going to talk to Stumpy, I'm going to check Cave 45, I'm going to check the Hype Cave, I'll go do Pyramid Ledge, I will go do Catfish. Oh, look at that. Alright, I definitely feel like I can do Eastern now. Heart piece, yeah, sure. That's my first quarter in a while. Alright. There. I bonked my desk. And then I walked in here. Is it going to clip me in a wall? It's not. Okay. Guard really wants a piece of the action, but he's not going to get any. Bombs. I didn't need those. Thank you, Stumpy. Become a tree now. God, I don't know if I ever subjected you to... There's a holiday movie that I enjoy sometimes. The Lollipop Dragon and the Great Christmas Race. I know that I did like a review video of it, like as my inaugural here's some movies chatter. But there's a second episode that they made of this series. It's just like a standard ass Lollipop Dragon episode, I don't know. Oh my god, the villain at the end of it gets absolutely like the worst death of anything that I've seen in a children's cartoon. Heart container, the flippers, heart piece, and the hook shot. Okay, alright. Flippers, hook shot. The bad guy gets turned into a tree as he's like pleading for the good guys to help him. And they fucking do not. I'm like, this is awfully grim for a children's cartoon, isn't it? Yeah. I can't even believe my first sword is flippers and mirror locked. You know what, I have the... Yeah, I probably should have kept that. Oh, whatever. It's fine. I just go back in over here. It's true! Yeah, a kid just sort of thinks like, oh, the bad guy lost. That's a thing that happens in a cartoon. As an adult, you're like, that's messed up, man. It's like watching the end of JoJo's Part 5 and being like, cool, they got Diavolo, he's dealt with. The good guys won, hooray. And then if you like really think about it for a second, you're like, he's going to be dying over and over until the end of time. That is messed up. Full heart, okay. I know I mentioned that health is useful right now, so I'll grab that. Okay, I mean, we have the lamp. We have the bow and arrow, we have the hammer. We have everything we need. Let's go do Palace of Darkness and Eastern Palace. Following that, I guess I'll go do Swamp Palace. Got everything I need for that, too. I just wish I had something a little bit more substantial than Baby Sword. Is this another Baby Sword seed? It just might be. Okay, we're going to go over here. We're going to check the basement first. If it's a small key, we go up the middle. If it's not a small key, then we have to go around the long way. Small key. Up the middle. Small key. Usually is. Part part of me thinks that I can pretty much guarantee that chest over there is going to be another small key. But on the off chance it's not, it doesn't need to be. It could be the big key, and then another small key could be in the small chest down there. Which has not spawned in yet because I haven't stepped on a button yet. Small key. Alright. 9 times out of 10. It's a small key used to get another small key. Ooh, item. Okay. So that's one of the 5 items in pod. Yeah, let's go around the long way anyway. Let's check the hint tile. Hint tile says bunnies are cute. That's true. Very useful hint. You know what? You can live. Flawless. Alright. This room has small key. Need the hammer next. This room has big key. Alright. I made the right decision checking that out. Excellent shot. Now we just reset the room so those beetles are not over there. And we go up here. Alright. I'm going to check this side first. There ought to be 2 small keys over here, I want to say. There's one. There's 2. Alright, that's all the small keys. Heart piece, alright. I don't need more money, so I'm not going to grab more of those rupees, but like part of me wants them. Master Sword, hooray! Some people would have skipped that chest. I'm going to get a bomb out. Because that. And I grabbed the boomerang for a thing I was just going to walk over and touch anyway. Silly. This way. Full up on arrows, so don't need that. 100 rupees, alright. The best part is I have the mirror, so once I get the big chest, I can just use the mirror to get right out. Compass. Alright, let's go fight the boss. We have the Master Sword now, so it's not going to be as terrible as it needed to be. Sword beams are useful sometimes in this dungeon. Like, for instance, right there. No red cane, so I actually need to do this room kinda legit. Take that. Shoot that shot, and then that room peels back its wall, and I have a drink. Anytime cutscene happens, have a drink. Exactly. You gotta stay moist. Advice we should have learned from David Usher when we had a chance. Yo, I think they're still touring, actually. Only Canadians of a certain age will get that one. Maybe. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dodge. I'll explain in a moment. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ow. 16, 17. There we go. Alright, back in the 90s there was a Canadian band called Moist, headed by the singer-songwriter David Usher. Ooh, shield. Yeah, now you get it. I think they still exist. He had sort of a one-hit wonder of his own on like a solo project called Black Black Heart. It's okay, it's soft rock. It's a terrible name for a band. No wonder he went off and did a solo album. I own one of their albums. It's called Creature, which is a great name, and we appreciate anybody named Creature. You know what? Honestly, it's a good album. It's a really good album. Like, back in the 90s when I was first buying CDs, I'm like, I only know one song off of this, I hope the whole thing's okay, and then the whole thing's usually pretty dang okay. How? Like, I know my parents always used to, like, caution me. They'd be like, you only know one song by this band, so, like, you probably won't like this album. And I'm like, I want to get it anyway. And they're like, fine. And then I got it. And I'm like, you know what? Everything on this Men Without Hats Greatest Hits is a bop. I love it. I bought a few things that were, like, best ofs. Like, they definitely, I think, didn't expect I would enjoy Men Without Hats. I didn't get cautioned about buying Judas Priest. Alright, we return. So much more health this time. And it was 20 bucks. God, yeah. The best ofs like that, you know, of an era, or like... The Big Shiny Tunes also were also very good. I still remember family car trips out into the country listening to Big Shiny Tunes 2 and the Godzilla soundtrack. God, Godzilla 97 is not a good movie, but my God, did it have a good soundtrack. Where else are you going to get Green Day and Jamiroquai in the same album? Okay, let's get ready to fight these guys. Map. Alright. But that's 2 crystals. We picked up 2 crystals over here. And also we managed to pick up, you know, Master Sword. Which will do us very well when we go to fight, you know, the folks over in Blind's hideout. But first, I'm going to go visit the catfish, because I do not trust that there's nothing over there. God, I still remember back when I was doing, like, ending bits on my Final Fantasy Tactics series, and I just did, like... I was doing the deep dungeon, and I'm like... If Final Fantasy players are aware of the deep dungeon, it's basically, like, the end game loot optional place to go for, like, big shit. And I just put in, like... Ramza going deeper underground. Set to the wonderful music of Jamiroquai. Specifically his song Deeper Underground from Godzilla 1997 soundtrack. As well as whatever album I'm sure he originally put it out on. I say he as though I know Jamiroquai is the band and not the singer. The singer has a name, it's not Jamiroquai. It's like going to Davy Jones and being like, I love your music, Mr. the Monkeys. Heart piece. Alright. Catfish not worth it. That is very Venture Brothers. You're absolutely right. Don't bully me. Let me go in here. I don't know why I wanted to do that so bad. Not even a thing over for me to do. Alright, Kakariko, here we come. You know what, next time I save and quit, I'm going to go to the back of Escape, and I'm going to grab the last treasure from the castle. For all I know, it's the fire rod, and I need that to go get whatever's in the. I need that to go into the Skull Woods. Blanking on the name of the dungeon over here. And hey, you know what? Now that I've got the hammer, I can actually or now that I've got a sword, I can actually run through those bushes. So getting through there is not so bad. God, I gotta give the local gals a shout sometime and see if they want to get together for Venture Brothers at some point. We've been slowly watching the series. We are, I want to say, almost through... I think we're on, like, the last disc of Season 4, maybe? We haven't done the prom yet. But we have definitely met Monstroso. And Sphinx. Can't think about Monstroso without also remembering the horrible celebrity ship name that Shore Leave gave them, Molostro. And Brock is like, what the fuck is Molostro? He's like, oh, that's what I call them as a celebrity couple. It was that or Monstratov. I'm like, Shore Leave is the best character in the show right now. He's not my favorite character on Venture Brothers. That might just be the Alchemist. But my god, there's a lot of great characters. Nice arrows. I could actually use those. Ow. Ah. Okay, I hate this. My god, I'm beat up. Now luckily I have red potions, so just in case things go real bad. Oh, Henchman 21. God, yeah, he's great too. Like, honestly, there's no characters in Venture Brothers that I really, like, dislike. Wait, that's not true. Budman Strong. Nobody likes Budman Strong. Which is weird, because he's written by another comedy writer that I really enjoy. Okay, I'm drinking this red potion. Gracie. God, Brick Frog. Brick Frog has such a limited screen time, but what he does with it, my god. You know, he says that what he's good at doing is brick throwing and frog being, but I think he's selling himself short. He's also very entertaining. Ooh, Doritos sword. I'm definitely going over here. It's like, I love when the Revenge Society was, Heart Piece. The Revenge Society was doing its tryouts, and, like, Brick Frog's there, and it's implied that he's, like, where they decide, you know what, this is stupid, we're not gonna get anybody good out of this. But then they have, like, one more person waiting, and it's, Lyndon B., who is the other half of the team that they interviewed earlier, Lady Bird Johnson. I could have used those arrows. Whatever. And he made it onto the team. He's there when they ambush Rusty later. Oh my god, I'm doing terribly on this fight already. What? Okay, there we go. Oh my god. I screwed that up so bad. Blue Cane. He had the item that I like to use against him. Cheating bastard. Okay, gosh. I can do Swamp Palace. Let's do Swamp Palace. Hey you, give me money. I'm at the point where a bee is not super useful. Which is fine. You know, I don't need the bee. Wait, do I have... No red crystals. Okay. Ah, bonk. A bee is too bad. They're just not super useful once you're able to clear screen with an ether medallion shot. You know? Also, potion would have been useful, but it is what it is. I'm suspicious now. Okay. I got the blue cane, which tells me I might need to go to Spike Cave. I have the hammer and the hookshot. I can check out East Death Mountain. I'll do that after this. Ow. Map. Alright. You know, it's funny, the name of the race room was actually Chaotic Swamp Palace. No, just Chaotic Swamp. And so everybody was like, what could that mean? But honestly, getting to Swamp was the chaotic part here. I'm going to steal this key. And I'm going to set up the Specky clip. I somehow went up. There we go. You know what? 2 attempts is still quicker than doing the other room. God, yeah. I'm even thinking, like, in the later seasons, there's characters that are just sight gags that need explaining, but they never explain them because they're just meant to be, like, throwaway one-offs. Like, there's a guy who is a purple baseball player. I don't have the red cane. That's okay, I stole a key. Yeah, there's a character who's a purple baseball player. And you're supposed to be like, what the heck could that even be? He's supposed to be Pete Rose, but purple. He's Purple Pete Rose, aka Purple Prose. And I'm like, who is this for? Because the only speaking line that he got was standing up and yelling, "More people of color." 'Cause he's purple. I'm getting bullied by the water. 10 arrows. Okay. $20. Alright. Well, you know what? I would have come over here for those anyway. If I had realized I was leaving 2 actual items behind in Swamp Palace, I would have been like, oh no, I gotta go back in and get those then. So, might as well get them now. Heart, don't mind if I do. Heart, I just died in your arms tonight. No red canes, so we'll be doing this place legit too. Oh, you know me. I love me a callback to Cutting Crew. God, no wonder I like Venture Brothers so much. They reference 80s music non-stop. Like, what is it? Season 1, Episode 3 has an extended sequence about the guy from Depeche Mode. And how he's at Dr. Venture's yard sale. Ooh, the cape. The compass. Oh yeah, that guy totally straight. Come on, he's in Depeche Mode. Mom's going to some sort of dinner theater thing about music from the 80s. Oh! I wonder what it could be. The only 80s band I'm aware of that has like a theater play about them is The Proclaimers. And that doesn't typically get any play outside of Scotland. Oh, 80s music in general. Maybe they're doing Rock of Ages. That's about like hair metal. Guess I'm just doing this boss regular style. Excuse me? Okay, don't die. I'm blinking over here. Bombos! Oh no. Don't give me bombos. Okay, before I even consider following up on what Bombos unlocks for me, going up Death Mountain. Where's the other red crystal? It's Turtle Rock. Of course it's Turtle Rock. Alright, Death Mountain, east side. There are a bunch of checks, because Paradox Cave and Spiral Cave. And then Spike Cave. Oh, that's hateful. Okay, can I off-screen you? No, I can't. Alright, let's check Paradox Cave. I should have gone in the other door, but whatever. I have the mirror so I can actually push this block down here out of the way. But I didn't think about that on the way in, I just came in. 20 bucks. The mushroom? Okay. I'll save that on the off chance I get red cane in here. I think I'll save that just in case, but like I'm... 8 bombs? Bombs? Heart container, 20 bucks. I'm nowhere near turning in that mushroom. 20 bucks. 300 bucks. This is the money cave. Reblog and money will happen to you too. Alright, let's see what's going on up here. 10 arrows. Don't need that. I'm going to keep that fairy. I'm going to check Spiral Cave. Oh my god, be dead. Ah! Getting clowned on by Spiral Cave. $20. All right. We're gonna do Spike Cave next. I know one of the other like theater things about a big band that I'm aware of is Jersey Boys, but they are not an 80s band. And that would be an incredibly difficult stage play to put on for dinner theater. God, you know what? Let's do Hera. You know, I'm just gonna get it. I'm gonna get the big key and I'll do this proper. I can't get the big key. No, I have a lamp. I have the lamp. I can do this. There we go. Okay. And being invulnerable here, I will have a drink that requires opening. Because sometimes water just doesn't hit. You know? I don't know how to describe it. It's just, with the flickering? That's right. The Maple Queen is currently phasing in and out of existence, making her invulnerable to enemy strikes. Ow. Let me in! Oh... The Maple Queen is 100% based off of Saku. You've seen her. She kind of looks like this, right? Alright, I'm still gonna do Harapot. I still have an empty bottle. Okay, over here we have 20 bucks. And up here we have compass, which means the last item is on the boss. I guess I'm grabbing that. I missed. Okay. You know what? I like using the hammer on Moldarm. I don't get knocked back quite so bad. There we go. Alright. Outclassed. Get out of here, you big gangly worm. $5. Alright. I'll grab Green Pendant just on the off chance I need to do, I don't know, Pedestal? It's possible. It might have my red cane. That would suck. Yeah, because I can do Ice Palace right now. I don't want to do Ice Palace. Are you serious? I got hit by that? I don't want to do Ice Palace right now, but I could. Where's health? Give you... Okay, no health. It's gonna go in and raw dog this place. We do. Okay. That is about the most efficient use of that I could get, and all for 20 bucks. Alright. Let's go to the Sanctuary then. I'm gonna grab whatever the last item is in the back of Escape here. Because, holy crap. And failing that, I guess I'll go see what's going on inside of, the front of Skull Woods. My god. Yeah, my options are at this point are basically front of Skull Woods or, go do Ice Palace. And Ice Palace does have 3 items in it. Skull Woods only has 2. But I also can't guarantee I'll get things out of Skull Woods. 50 bucks. Alright. Okay. Go to the Sanctuary, talk to the princess, get your health back. Step outside. Get out your flute. Get out your flute. Okay. God, you know what? I don't have red cane yet. Don't know when I'm going to get red cane. Not going to bank on needing the fake powder. Let's see what's going on over here. Please be fire rod. Bombs. Alright. And I don't even need those. I was better off with the mushroom. She'd be like, hey witch, can I buy my mushroom back? And she's like, no, I already baked it into bombs. I know in Ocarina of Time you can totally buy a, they totally have plants that just are bombs. Maybe this is the same sort of deal. Let's get a full magic off of this. You know what? No, I actually can't do Ice Palace. I just thought about it for more than a second. Ice Palace is locked behind Titan's Mitts, as is Misery Mire. Sweet. Alright. We're not... this is the right thing to do. I'm, like, out of other checks I can do. It will go in the front of the mouth here. Why not? Compass. That was so silly of me. Okay. Armed with a compass, we will now be jumping into a hole. Ugh. Okay, small key means I could go back through that door. I'm gonna grab this, though. Ice Rod. Ooh. Interesting. That's a required item. Give me that other key. That chest necessarily has to be a small key. Okay, and there is... I think this is the last item I can get in here. I just gotta deal with these guys, and in order to deal with them, I'm just gonna use magic. Where's Wallmaster? There he is. Titan's Mitts! We suddenly have things to do. But none of them are in Skull Woods, so let's get out of here. My God. Yeah, I guess first thing I'm going to do is rescue a blacksmith. See what they give me. Kinda want this fairy. Give me my health back. Okay, blacksmith, you coming with me? And I can do purple chest too. I don't necessarily know that purple chest isn't anything I want. Blacksmith dropped off. If they gave me powder, I would laugh. I wouldn't be happy with it, but I'd laugh. Alright. It's useful. I've now gotten every color of potion in the game. I'll grab that purple chest as soon as I do hammer pegs. No. Trying to hammer dash. Okay. Heart piece. Silly, but I'll grab it. You save whole seconds by not grabbing it, and I don't really care about that right now. Not like I'm in a race or anything, right? Okay. Now we fly over to the dam. Now we bring this to the fella, the unsuspicious fella by the desert. Fire rod! Holy shit. Actually very valuable. Oh wow. Okay. Let's go clear Skull Woods now. God, this has been such a bizarre seed to me. I never did find the big key for this place, but that's fine. It'll probably drop off of the moth. And yeah, I'll grab this key here too, just because why not? I still have green potions, so if I run out of magic before I fight the boss, that's fine. I'm gonna grab this chest. I'm gonna grab this chest, and I'm probably gonna regret it, but we're gonna go get it. The big key. Alright, maybe I don't regret it. Depends on what drops in here. Ah! Oh cool, Mummy's dropping magic now. Excuse me? I missed that? No! God! The worst thing that could happen. God. Kinda want these magics now. I was about to say, you guys were all dropping magic earlier. What the fuck? Alright. Take two. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't want to screw with those guys right now. I'm just going to go through here and go fight them off. Sartaz just finished. Dear God. Alright, the map. There's an item in the big chest. We'll go get that on the way out. For all I know, it's the red cane. We do have the ability to get into Misery Mire. Just not the ability to clear it, because we need the red cane for that. I don't know what to make of Sartaz already being done. Unless they know how to hover. If they know how to hover... No, even if they know how to hover, they can't clear Misery Mire with hovering. There's a button you need to press with the red cane. That's literally the only thing you use it for in that dungeon. It's a little silly. Small key. Alright. I should have seen that one coming. Well, the important thing is we have the Titan's Mitts now, so we can actually go do some more things. I'm just going to screen transition over here, and then use the mirror to go to the light world. Let's see what's going on in the desert. Alright, yeah, that's a pendant. I'm not going to concern myself with the notion bombs of doing Desert Palace just yet. Blue mail. Alright. Maple Queen in the blue dress is always a good look. I don't even know if... No, yeah, I can get in there. Okay. Ten arrows. I don't need those. I also don't remember what was on Desert Ledge, so I guess I'll go check that real quick too while I'm over here. It is $5. Alright, let's enter. Let's enter Misery Mire. In the context of a rando race, doing Misery Mire without the red cane is a bad idea. However, in the vanilla game, that's what you do. There are a grand total of 2 items in here. And I don't like my odds of getting it. But, it could happen. What the? Okay, while I looked away, Steve forfeited and Taco finished. I didn't want to bonk. That's fine. That is an early forfeit. I don't know. Maybe he's running around completely swordless and is, like, banging his head against the wall. I could see that. Big key. Alright, this is a god mire. Unfortunately, it's also not, because I don't have the ability to actually get to the boss. It's like, oh boy, big key. I can use that to go to the boss room. And then, no I can't, because I don't have the ability to actually get in there without the red cane. Small key. I don't need to do the fishbone room. Sartaz added a comment. Like, let's be real. This has been an absolutely bizarre and strange seed. The fact that I basically did most of a dungeon using the bee. Like, that's a big indication right there that things are going weird. Okay, that's one item. Not really a useful one, but that's what it is. Yeah, this has been a very strange and challenging seed. I will not fault anybody for having trouble with it. Like, just the first half. Can you beat A Link to the Past with just the bee? The answer to that, of course, is no. But it's fun to try to beat as many things as you can with it. The good bee puts in the work. It's just he technically can't damage bosses. I think he can do a little bit of damage to Mothula, but Saku disagreed with me on that. We'll see. Compass. Okay. You know, that's something I should try sometime. Just let the moth out of the bottle and see what it does. Okay, I want the hammer next, so I can do this very fun hammer dash. Small key. Alright. There we go. Okay, we're going to use our small key to go in this door now that the blue switch is down. Grab this, which is another small key. Then we'll go get the big chest, which we can open. For the map. Okay, boss has the last item. Which means getting out. Now the good news is we have another dungeon we can do. You know what, that's actually the stupid place to go in for this dungeon. I'm going to go in the left side. Okay. Yes, by starting on this side, when I get the things that I need to go fight the boss, which is just the big key, I can just teleport out. Oh, small key. I'll grab that, sure. Piece of hearts in Turtle Rock. That's fantastic. I can't go there. Heart piece. Or not heart piece. Was that a heart piece? I don't know. I'm processing. Compass. Thank you. My brain. I'm tired tonight. Servo just finished. There's a heart piece. Big key. Before we commit to the boss, we're gonna go fight. We're gonna go open one more chest. Yeah, high five, poorly rested crew. I was up too late last night, just stupidly late last night, assembling a piano in World of Warcraft player housing. Alright, the boss of this place is not something we're gonna do. Which means what we are going to do is east side of Death Mountain in the Dark World. I looked at that for a second and I thought, wait a minute. I don't need to do Misery Mire. I don't need to do Ice Palace yet. We're not that out of options. You slept over 12 hours yesterday, but you're still frazzled from this week. That's fair. You've had a week. Ain't nobody gonna hold that against you. The worst part is, it's not even something I'm keeping. I'm going completely the wrong way. Like, the piano was just a proof of concept. Can I put this thing together? The answer is yes. It's a cognito hazard where you lose multiple hours adjusting clutter. Yes! Yes, 100%. Give me that. Don't go right there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Reset the dead rocks. Oh, is it worse than The Sims because you can see things like from the ground level? I haven't even seen what the requirement is for Turtle Rock yet. Rotate on an XYZ axis. That's true. God, and it's like I have ideas for what I want to do to the house on the exterior. But I can't do that yet because I also need to edit video. I said things about the movie that I watched this week. I'm gonna grab Full Magic. It was a very good movie. What do you have for me? Unique item in a I already got that. Yeah, and like part of me also wants to just throw down some fake walls and do the ridiculous shit that I've been seeing people do with like the fake windows. Heart piece. There's our red cane. Okay, I believe that means we are good to go mode. Yeah, oh my god, the windows look so good. Do these things cost a ton of gold? I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to gold cost. I've just been buying things. Bombs, okay. 300 bucks, alright. It adds up. I suppose it does. Here's the thing. I have, like, over 2 million gold on my main. So I'm not even paying attention. I'm just, ooh, I'll buy 10 of these. I guess while I'm here, I might as well do Turtle Rock. I can finish the last 2 dungeons now. Oh, they cost ancient mana. Well, here's the fun part about ancient mana. It's all over the place in Remix. I wonder if you can transfer the ancient mana like a currency. Dang. Okay, that's fair. And I suppose it's probably not a currency that would carry over into, like, transferring the character out of Remix mode. Plus, any character that you can very easily farm that shit with, you probably don't want to transfer out of Remix mode because there's still things to do in Remix. For instance, Legion invasions on the Broken Isles so that you can buy the chain items. That was so bad. Why am I not just blue cane dashing? Small key, compass. It's true, it's not hard in regular mode, especially now that we're all way over level for that stuff too. Like, you show up in Suramar on your hunter, you're one-shotting everything. There we go. That squish is interesting for skinning. Ooh, I got the iframes off. Alright. Ended up running AQ40 to get a bunch of leather, because you can get anything from medium to rugged leather from the same mobs. Oh! But yeah, okay. It reminds me, back in Kata, everybody would use, like, you know, the Goblin Spring Resort, right? Up in the mountains of, in between Desolus and Feralus. There's crabs up there. And you can skin those. And people farmed the heck out of those for skinning. They are Kata level, so they won't do you any good. Unless you need Kata skins. 20 bucks. Alright. But also, like, the reason they were the thing to farm is because they were very easy to kill. They're crabs. So the fact that everything in Kata is fairly easy to kill as a max level character now means you probably can find better things to kill and farm than those crabs. Mostly need a level leather working for Dragonflight and the War Within, an inscription for everything. Yeah. Depending on what we need inscription for. I have got some inscription stuff on the go. Oh yeah. I know I've learned a couple of recipes for alchemy. You should just be able to type in decor, I believe, in your search bar, and that should bring up, like, all the decor recipes. I think. But also, they do that thing where they sort by expansion now. I wish I could just have it show everything. I still wound up getting hit. Ridiculous. Alright. It's fine. Yeah, I'm sure, like, between the two of us and, like, we have a whole guild full of people willing to do things. Like, I know Jolly was talking about just throwing a bunch of dyes into the guild vault. We can come up with a nice crew to get whatever we might need. I'm going to set a respawn point because I don't trust this place. Saku just finished in 4th place with a time of 1 hour and 48. I, meanwhile, am not really close to finishing. There. There. Okay. I want to do it. You're making me do it. $5. Oh my god. I am so bad at this. I know the tech, I just am not pulling it off tonight. Oh look, there's all my health back. 300 bucks, which means the last item is over there. Alright. Well, you know what? I don't even have... Last week was a long C2. Yeah. Oh, look. I was like, I don't even have the powder to, like, get a fairy from one of these anti-fairies. So I was like, whatever, I don't care about not having magic. But I can get it anyway just from doing the stun prize. A little bit of magic. It's fine. It's fine. We got a good sword. We got both rods. This is fine. Start with the firehead. Kara just finished 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Dodge. No, don't dodge. 1, 2. Dodge again. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this on the right side, because he's very close to the left. Oh no, he dodges that way. I didn't realize. I just sort of assumed he'd come towards me. I've never done this on the right side before, and now I know why. Alright, man, what do you got for me? Heart piece. Okay. We get crystal. Now, the funny thing is, if Saku's checking in on the other racers, me and whoever else is in here, she's going to see that I just finished Turtle Rock, and she's going to be like, oh, must almost be done. But the fun part is, no, I'm not. I still need to go finish Meyer. God. Then I have to climb the mountain all over again. Fucking a red cane. But you know what? I imagine that's the thing that everybody has to deal with. The red cane was up on the mountain. Why would you get the red cane, be right next to Turtle Rock, and not do Turtle Rock? Doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm assuming everybody did what I did. Maybe there was a way for people to get, like, a sword faster. Maybe the fact that I took a little bit longer to find those gloves, I don't know. I feel like maybe I could have gotten the gloves faster. Maybe I could have not done Misery Mire here without having an actual way to go do the thing. That's also possibly a downfall on my part. Hard to say. I don't need that full magic on the left, so I'm just going straight through, down into the dark room. I need not bombs. The boomerang will work. That was close. I almost got it with the angle shot. I didn't need to hit it. Clowned myself. Fortunately, that time I was able to hit it. I'm getting beat up by anti-fairies. I will say that powder would have been nice. Oh well. Wherever it is. Alright, I wasn't sure if that would do any good, but there we are. Okay. Ow. Oh wow, that drained my magic really fast. You know, whatever. Then we'll just shoot this guy like, what, 8 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 8. The powder! Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's handy. And now we have all of the crystals. We can go fight Ganon in his pyramid after we scare him out of the tower. He's currently hiding in a wizard. I'm reminded of the scene from the Avengers Infinity War. When Ebon Maw first shows up on Earth. And Spider-Man shows up to help Doctor Strange and Iron Man fight him. And he's just like, Mr. Stark, what does this guy want? And Tony just says, he wants to steal a necklace from a wizard. Which, while hilarious framing, actually correct. Yes, the Eye of Agamotto is in the necklace that Doctor Strange wears around his neck. It contains one of the Infinity Stones, specifically the Time one. Alright, let's go punch Ganon in his stupid face. Yeah, I know, I say what you will about those Marvel movies, the dialogue is quippy. I enjoy some balanced quips, but quips can be very fun. Sometimes they go a little overboard, sometimes they quip when they shouldn't be quipping. You know, they're trying to be everything. Quips can be fun when they're well written, yes, absolutely. He's trying to steal a necklace from a wizard is funny. Do you know what happens to a... Wow. Do you know what happens to a frog when lightning hits it? The same thing that happens to everything else. Not funny. Not well written. Kind of bad. I know I got the big key, I also need a small key. Oh, small key. No! Give me that. I'll grab the second one just in case. Alright. Let's ascend this tower. I wonder where the silvers were. I guess Ganon will tell us, but interesting times. Are you serious? Whatever, I'll just take hits. It's fine if I take hits. Oh no. There we go. Give me these arrows. Ow. Ow. You know what? I'm just gonna get the iframes. I'm actually gonna do this week. I think I could use the refresh. It's not that far out of the way. It doesn't take that long. It's probably fine. Arrows? Don't mind if I do. Oh my god, be dead. I swung my sword at you enough. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. Give me the powder. Give me the haunch. Oh. I am out of magic. There we go. Yes, now that you've finished, Cloudwood Ho, you can appreciate Gimme the Haunch. Oh, I swear to God. I still remember a thing that was like, what? It was one of the Adventuring Academy episodes where they were talking about like Nat 20s versus Nat 1s, what's better? And like there was a very, very good argument made for Nat 1s. Because you can, because Gimme the Haunch came from a Nat 1. Like, Allie, you need to try to convince this person to tell you where Haunch is. And they just go, Nat 1, what do you say? It's like, I just say gimme the Haunch. It's like, well, alright. I'll take that key, sure. Heart piece, why not? 20 bucks, alright. It was really good. Still not my favorite campaign they've done, but it's definitely up there. Ow. Ooh, red mail. It makes her hair red? I don't remember that. No! Goddamn. Because I think if I had to pick a favorite campaign, it would still be Mentopolis. Which feels mildly blasphemous because it's not even like the main crew. What do you mean? I'm getting absolutely pummeled here. Starstruck is fantastic, and like, I know there was speculation about a sequel series, but I know there's no way. Oh, why is this so difficult tonight? It's because I'm tired. It's true, they got, what, at least one more year? And possibly another summer campaign? Assuming, of course, the battle with Chungle Down Bim doesn't count as a summer campaign. $50. It might say the rest of the summer was uneventful. You never know. God, what an amusing villain that Chungle Down Bim. I missed all of those. Alright. That's one hit. We're gonna be at this all night. We're gonna be at this all night. 3 hits! Okay, so we're up to 4 in total now. 5. 6! Alright. We're gonna be at this all night. No, we're fine. Pig comes out. Becomes bat. Flies away. Hog time indeed. God, hog time reminds me, there is a technical term in the Mario community. You can step off of a cliff and like still be kind of hanging in the air for a second and still be able to jump. And they call that coyote time. I kind of love that. Specifically in reference to, you know, Wile E. Coyote, of course. I don't need to be super careful. Because I do have... I do have, fairies. Ow. You're not... Okay. Now I drink the blue. Alright. It's on the last phase. We are locking in, because I don't got any more potions, I just have a fairy. I need to be cautious with my magic. Hey, where's the, your tower? You son of a bitch. Whew! 1, 2. Dang it. Dang it. 3. 4. 5. Don't you... Okay. It's alright. It's okay. We have a lot of rupees. We have a lot of rupees, we do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the store, buy some potions. Your brain just as last night was like, clearly the best way Blues is gonna draw people in is with their own Felbor pet. One more, and then we'll go back. Okay. Fly to our house. Oh, miserable performance on Ganon there. I have been executing badly tonight. I don't want to blame it all on the lack of sleep, but the lack of sleep is not helpful. Give me that fairy too. And the good news is we know where we know where the silver arrows are. I wasn't going to get those, that's for sure. Okay. Ganon talks, Ganon talks. How? How are you still in this phase? Come on. Stay put. Alright, so now he does that. He'll... Part of the bait is you gotta bait out that bat. God damn it. That should have been a hit. 1, 2. And you can bait out that bat and then hook shot over to the lamp. That's not what I wanted to do. Silly. Dang it. It's a whole cycle wasted. Oh, man. This glitch is still weird to me. But we can pull it off, I guess. Let's get ready to hit that done button when we walk through. He's dead. We killed a pig. And... done. Alright. Oh... The windfish will awake soon. Oh, man. Okay, and as soon as I finished, the other person who was still going forfeited. Well, I guess that means it's the end of the race. What were the notes, then? I got 6th place out of 8 runners. I'll take it. Sure. Let's see. Servo, really regret not tipping Skullwoods early today. Don't always believe the room name would be trolley-like. And... Sartaz just said GG's. I'm like, okay. Oh my god, just absolutely a complete dearth of swords. Absolutely wild. Blend fungus into bombs. Oh man, we never found half magic. It might have been on the magic bat. It might have been in Ganon's tower. Those are the only... Well, it might have been an ice palace, I suppose. I didn't even touch that place. Possibly even the pedestal. I never found the book. I couldn't check it. I'm glad that the bug-catching kid had the flute. That was very useful, and I was able to kind of call it. The broken heart sleeps again. Okay, well, that was just health, then. Ice Palace looking like a candidate for having some things in it. Oh, man. We were talking about Dimension 20. I think Mentopolis has to be my favorite campaign they've done so far. It's not the main crew, but it's a lot of great people. Mike Trapp is fantastic always. Freddie Wong, hilarious. His character's name is Dan Fucks. Fantastic. Alex is great. Hank Green is there. First sword, it took me 41 minutes to find a sword. Miserable. 8 minutes for the flute, 4 for the mirror, 2 Master Sword kills, 8 Temperate Sword. That's... So much of my time was just looking for something to be armed with. 1600 damage taken, 1600 magic used, 59 bonks, 6 save and quits, 1 death. We are humbled by the death. 4 minutes spent in menus, almost 10 minutes spent lagging, 166 out of 216 items collected, 2 hours, 12 minutes, 3 seconds. Or, if you go by the actual timer, 2 hours, 13 minutes, 55 seconds. Oh man. Zelda, you were not kind to us tonight. Just the sword issue. The sword issue. I did a dungeon with a bee. I was armed with a bee. That's it. That's... you know what? It's a new strategy. I've proved I can do that at least. Oh, man. I did make it work, so there is that at least. I finished the game. Did 2 hours and 13 minutes. That's pretty quick for, Link to the Past. Nothing to sneeze at. That is, I guess, where we're going to say goodnight to YouTube. YouTube, good night. For you, it is Monday. Come back. 2 days. It'll be Wednesday. There will be Fallout. Enjoy that.